Further ado, we'll ask Yvonne Delegard as mayoral candidate for 3 minutes begin.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Moderator, fellow candidates, ladies and gentlemen. South Dundas has been home for me for most of my life. I was born in Winchester, grew up on a family farm on McIntosh Road in Dundee, and currently reside in Iroquois. I'm a former business owner and spend many active hours as a volunteer in our community. It's been an honor and a privilege to have served the municipality for the past 9 years, 5 as your councillor and 4 as your mayor. As a member of the SDG counties, I'm currently chair of the library board. 4 years ago, the atmosphere and negative cloud hanging over our beautiful municipality was disturbing. There was a reluctance to do business with South Dundas, and this had to change. We all needed to work together to achieve this goal and rebuild relationships. From the onset, it's been a challenge. During the first 2 years, significant changes occurred in administration, and the new staff began cold turkey. These transitions take time. However, the municipality is in a much better place today. I believe there is still much more to be done. Council, staff, and the community can be proud of the accomplishments that have been achieved during this term. Improved customer service and communication through the website, social media, and 360 guide, rebuilding of relationships with the feds, province, neighboring municipalities, a viable solution to the PAR process and working with the school board, and proud recipients of a provincial award for the proposal that we provided to the school board. New 401 entrance signs, an economic development, refocus on business, investment in our road system, including paving the village streets in the villages for the first time in many years, introducing a community improvement plan to assist existing commercial industry, the opening of several new businesses, promoting tourism and rejuvenating the Upper Canada region brand, and also proud recipients of a national award. Review and assessment of 50 properties and sale of surplus. Construction of Matilda Works Garage, upgrades to the Morrisburg Arena and the Civic Center, and a new rig building in Dundee. 4 years of clean financial audits and maintaining healthy reserves. Tax increases have been in relation to the cost of living. Announcement of a $750,000 investment towards extending the sewer line and pumping station for the proposed multi-million-dollar Dutch Meadows residential subdivision. This project will benefit local businesses and services and address the need for condos, single-family dwellings, and semis. Asset conditioning reports on buildings estimated at over $3 million that are needed in upgrades. That's a quick 3 minutes. Anyway, we have also continued great relationships with the counties and have had many dealings with the counties that have been to the benefit of our municipality, and as well we have many upcoming in the next few years. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next is Stephen Byhouse.
Thank you. Good evening. I'd like to thank you for coming to this debate. It shows that you care about South Dundas and what happens here. I've been asked more than once why I decided to run in this election. My answer is simple: change. I don't like what I've seen happening in South Dundas for the past 4 years. I believe it needs to change. I believe South Dundas has an amazing future ahead if we all work together to create the change we want to see in our communities. For this to work, we need to set a realistic plan, and we need to take action. We need to follow through on that plan. Change won't happen without action. If elected, I will commit to the following. I will take action. An open and transparent council. I will focus on ensuring residents know what's going on. Listening to learn and understand before making a decision. Improve relationships between municipal staff and the residents they serve. Effective leadership at council table. I will ensure council members, staff, residents, and visitors are treated with respect during council meetings. I will ensure every member of council has the opportunity to ask questions and speak their mind. Budgets and tax increases that make sense for South Dundas and its residents. A good working relationship with volunteers. I will make sure volunteers get the help they need to continue doing the work they do to make South Dundas a better place to live. Resolve the landfill issue. This is a big money issue and it needs to be a priority of the next council. retuning and implementing South Dundas's asset management plan. Apply simple, common sense thinking to all decisions. To underpromise and overachieve. I won't make promises I can't keep. I will listen and I will answer honestly based on what's realistic for South Dundas. I will put in the time, energy, and effort needed to make South Dundas a great place to live, to work, and to visit. After spending the past 4 years in the penalty box, I am prepared to change my ways. I will listen more and I will talk less. The past 4 years have allowed me to hear the concerns of the citizens of South Dundas and the issues they feel need to be addressed. I am here tonight to listen to your concerns. If elected, I promise to do my best to take South Dundas in a new direction, one where we can all be proud to call this municipality our home. With me as your mayor, this will not be my South Dundas, it will be our South Dundas. Thank you for your time and consideration. I look forward to hearing what you have to say tonight.
Good evening. I would like to thank the Chamber for putting this event on. I would also thank all of you for coming out. Before I begin, I would like to say that I'm not a public speaker, but a worker that can get things done. For those who don't know me, I own Bill's Towing and Recovery, as well being one of your councillors. I've accumulated a vast knowledge of municipal works, having been an employee for 20 years, as well as having been on council for the past 9 years. I have always been community-minded. I have sat on numerous boards and committees working for the betterment of our municipality. I continue to sit on the BIA as well as the Rio St. Lawrence board. I recently retired from our fire department after 35 plus years as deputy chief. I believe I can change strides and move on municipal issues at the drop of a hat if something needs to happen in a hurry. Sitting on council can be demanding. One must be able to devote their time freely and must also be dedicated and committed individual to work on our residents' behalf any time of day or night. Over the next 4 years, the municipality must address the operations, maintenance, and expansion of the landfill site in order to continue offering the service to the people of South Dundas. Staff and council must evaluate the replacement of water towers, whether it be 1 or 2 towers, to service Iroquois and Morrisburg. A comprehensive review of our asset management plan will allow council to properly identify the municipality infrastructure needs and the proper funds are allocated to roads, bridges, and fleet. As a deputy mayor seeking economic development, business, and residential opportunities, meeting with our local MP and MPP and seeking provincial and federal funding is key in growing our community. I'm not going to stand here and make promises I may not be able to keep, nor am I going to criticize any other councillor's action or decisions. As deputy mayor, I will weigh all the issues and make decisions based on knowledge and experience. As deputy mayor, your concerns will continue to be my concerns.
$2.15.
I'd like to thank the Chamber for hosting this event and all of you for coming out tonight. Hey folks, my name is Kirsten Gardner and I want to be your deputy mayor. I've been a lifetime resident of SDNG, but South Dundas is a place my husband and I chose as a community for our daughter to grow up in. And while some of you don't know who I am, my connection to South Dundas is not a new one. As the Heritage Coordinator, I worked hard to facilitate projects the community wanted, like one of the largest historical projects the community ever had, the historical mural project. I worked on the Save the Train project. I was the founder of the original Antique Festival when thousands of people attended, and I actually brought it here, Dixon's Corner, one summer. I worked hard for you then, and I will work hard for you now. I was also the first female Lion Club for the Morrisburg Lions Club. And more recently, just after my daughter started kindergarten, I was tapped on the shoulder to represent Morrisburg Public during the ARC process. I followed through by helping to build a strong parent council, and I demanded and got a new principal to lead the school. My volunteer experience also includes being a victim services responder throughout SDNG. I currently sit as member of the Police Services Board for the OPP in SDNG for almost 8 years, 2 being vice chair. Professionally, I've worked at all 3 levels of government in various leadership roles. In my career, I've driven results, provided positive outcomes, and achieved goals by hard work, asking questions, listening to stakeholders, and following through with decisions. My reasons for running for council are probably similar to many of the reasons some of you are here tonight. Things could be better, and they need to be better. Decisions about things like senior housing, landfills, heritage, growth, and the lack of customer service to all of us can no longer be ignored. I promise to work for you, and I promise to work with you for a better, stronger, more community-connected municipal government. We can't keep voting the same way and expecting different results. On October 22nd, I value your support. Thank you.
Next is Jim Graham.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you to the Chamber of Commerce and everybody for coming out tonight and listening to us. I'll give you a background on my experience. I had 8 years on South Dundas Council from 2006 to 2014. 8 years on the Morrisburg Business Improvement Area Committee and other municipal committees. I'm a retired OPP Staff Sergeant Detachment Commander with many years of management and administrative experience. While working in the Administration Division of the OPP General Headquarters, I was Division Budget Coordinator for 2 years, tasked with reviewing the annual budget on a regular basis to identify any shortfalls or surpluses in a budget of over $100 million. After retirement, I formed my own computer technology consulting business, operating successfully for over 10 years and achieved accreditation as a Microsoft Certified Systems Engineer plus Internet. Prior to becoming a member of the OPP, I was employed by the City of Kingston, Public Works Department and the Engineering Department, drafting and surveying for the streets and roads section. My priorities and concerns and reasons for running were I have concerns over losing control of our local government to other levels of government, keeping taxes at or below inflation rate by spending dollars wisely, providing a practical, cost-effective solution for the replacement of the aging water towers in Morrisburg and Iroquois, closure of our 2 landfill sites in the coming years. Is there a better solution than the mega dumps? Ensuring we maintain healthy reserves to avoid unexpected tax increases caused by improper planning or emergencies. Anybody that has received my flyer, you'll notice that I have my cell phone number is on the bottom of that, and you're welcome to call me at any time if you have any questions or any concerns about my platform. Thank you very much for coming.
Citizens of South Dundas, I would like to start out by thanking the Chamber for hosting this event tonight. As you know, my name is Donald William Lewis. I retired from the municipality of South Dundas on July 27, 2018. Altogether, I have 29 years of employment, all with recreation. 7 years as a contract worker, 22 years as a full-time employee, and 16 of these years I was a manager/director. 16 years of sitting at a council table, discussing on budget issues, 253 GL ledgers on buildings, playground structure, grass cutting, capital projects, and overseeing most of them, and et cetera, et cetera. People ask me, what can you bring to the council table? And I have this to say. My reason for running for council, all citizens should be first on all council's debates. I'll bring common sense. I will voice my concerns and anybody else's concerns and issues. I have experience, knowledge. Council needs to take action to move forward, not backwards. I believe that the newly elected council will have many issues to deal with, such as waste fill sites, buildings, roads, water towers, and using more local contractors. Thank you very much.
First, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It's great to see such a large crowd out. I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for hosting this All Candidates Night, and Eric for being our moderator. I'd like to also take this opportunity to thank everybody that's up here, all the candidates, for putting their name forward. My name is Archie Mellon. I've lived in South Dundas all my life. I just lived back the road here a little ways back in Holborn, and I farm with my brother, and we still are. My experience, I guess, would be with farm organizations. I've sat on several farm organizations over the years as directors, and I'm still a member of several other farm organizations. I've been your counselor for the last 8 years, and I've been very proud of that. I've sat on numerous committees over that time, cemetery board, mural committee. Right now I'm also a current member of South Nation Conservation Board of Directors, and that is valuable experience going forward. Why I'm running, I guess, is because I still have a passion and a desire, and I think there still needs to be more done. There's some major issues coming forward, as we all know, and we've heard already tonight, the landfills and our water towers. They're going to be big, they're going to be expensive, and we've got one chance really to get them right. We have ongoing infrastructure needs that are ongoing every year, our roads, our bridges, and our sidewalks. We have to pay attention to them, and we have to invest in them. I want to continue to support ag and the agricultural community. I think we need to use the great resource we have in OFA and different farm organizations, and I'd like to see us continue to use the South Dundas Agricultural Advisory Committee, which I helped set up. And I'd like to introduce and roll out Project Emily in South Dundas. Eric's saying I'm done. We need to have more residential housing, and we need to expand our tourism.
I too would like to thank the Chamber for organizing tonight's event, and also thank everybody for coming out. And also I'd like to add to what Archie said, being on council, no matter what the position is not an easy job. And we've got some very talented people at these tables tonight, so I think that's a bonus for everybody here. You've got some good choices to make and some tough choices. For myself, just quickly, I'm in the 14th year of a second career. I'm a secondary school teacher at Russell High School. Prior to that, I spent about 27 years in industry, 20 of it in fairly senior management positions up to director's level with companies like Saputo. I did spend about 20 years in the food business with companies like McCain, Saputo, All Foods, now Parmalat. And along the way, although I'm not a farmer, I learned the dairy industry from the processor side. I was a director with the Ontario Dairy Council representing Armstrong Cheese, and then ultimately Saputo when they took us over through an acquisition. I've also, over the years, done lots of volunteering. I was the treasurer for the Winchester District Memorial Hospital at one time. I am a professional accountant, and was a professional accountant, and still am a professional accountant before I got into teaching. Skills, I do believe that I have fairly strong skills in certain areas, especially financial analysis, and I think that's a valuable tool to have around the council table to look at different options, what's the best way to do things, question things, and ensure that the numbers are right before we make decisions. Other than that, I am delighted to be here. I am not sure that my wife is delighted that I'm here, but maybe as things progress, maybe she'll be more delighted. Other than that, I just would suggest to you that I do thrive on challenges, and I love finding creative solutions to problems.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming, and again, I'd like to thank the Chamber for hosting this evening. I know it's a lot of work to coordinate such things. My name is Michael Burton. I've been a resident of South Dundas for 16 years now. I own a residence and a business within the village of Morrisburg. For almost 40 years now, I have been in the interior design business, retail and retail management, and tourism and hospitality. So I feel that what I can actually bring to this community is slightly different than what other people are bringing to the table this evening. I'd like to focus on what we can do as a community to be more transparent, how to learn to study management of the staff at the municipal level. I speak to so many people now that feel that they have no contact with the municipal offices and the staff that works there. Should I be elected, one of my goals would be actually be a little more transparent, working with the community. Small businesses are very important, and I think a lot of us don't understand the rules, the laws, regulations that are coming down, not only from municipal level, but from the federal and the provincial level. And I think it's time that we take the people who actually work hard in this community, sit down with them, and explain the details that are happening to them and their businesses. I am a valley boy, so I do understand rural connections, but I also think that we have to start becoming a community of everybody, whether you're a rural resident, agriculture, or you actually live in one of the villages of this community. It's very important that we start listening. I have a 3-stage platform, which is going to consist of transparency at the municipal level. Come and talk to us, tell us what your needs are, and let's sit down and discuss our future. I want to start working with our tourism business. I run a very successful tourism business in this community. Thousands of people a year go through my door. I know what I can do to help improve our community. And thirdly, I just want to start working with our seniors and our youth and give them a better life to do. Thank you very much for coming.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Joyce Latulip, and I'm running for councillor. I live in Iroquois with my husband Reg and my 4 kids. I stay at home with my kids, and as well, my husband and I manage 48 townhouse rentals. Currently, I'm a member of South Dundas Minor Hockey in the role of Rules and Discipline. I'm also co-chair of Seaway Parent Council, and you may also remember me as one of the committee members that helped save South Dundas schools. It is important for me to get elected because I want to give back to the community. I want to make informed decisions to encourage long-term growth in South Dundas. I want council and staff to have a positive working relationship that is transparent and accountable to residents. I feel that the immediate issues facing South Dundas are landfills, water towers, and roads and sidewalks. We need long-term maintenance plans to make sure the money is spent wisely and well. I think that South Dundas has a very prosperous future. We just need to be flexible. Businesses are always looking for up-and-coming municipalities to relocate to, and if we are flexible with a positive working relationship and clear direction, this is possible. Marketing ourselves as a commuter community is another way to prosper. Our volunteers need to be supported and encouraged. We need to strengthen ties within our community, not build barriers. This way, the volunteers on every committee within South Dundas will be able to support recreation, save our history, and enhance the beauty of our waterfronts with passion and excitement. Thank you for having me here tonight to participate.
Good evening, everyone. I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for putting this on and everyone coming out. For those that don't know me, my name's Lloyd Wells. I'm a lifetime resident of South Dundas, and I own a load construction company. In recent years, I've noticed that the government of all levels, federal, provincial, and our municipality, things have become unorganized priorities, aren't being established, and taxpayers' money isn't being utilized to the best interests of the residents of South Dundas. If elected as councillor, I plan to listen to members of the community and want to know what everyone wants to make South Dundas even better place to live. I will put an end to wasting taxpayers' money, clear plans, accountability, and need to so we can see where our tax money is going. Is it going towards maintaining a beautiful community where it is expected that our tax money is going towards improving South Dundas, making our community proud to call home? I believe in customer service. Being a business owner, I want to hear opinions, ideas, even criticism from individuals encountered on a daily basis. This is the way I know if I'm doing right and what areas I can improve. I'm the best to serve everyone involved as a councillor. I'm here to listen. I want to hear you, concerns and ideas. I want you to know I'm exactly here to help any way I can, and